Hello, everybody. Welcome to the qualifying session of the California 8 Hours here at the Endurance Racing Federation. Round 7, the final round of the season. And less than 2 minutes, qualifying session will be kicking off. So, what's happening over the weekend? 8 hours tomorrow, qualifying today, 15 minutes, and then a 10-minute Super Bowl with the top 7 teams. Speaking of teams, so you see the current standings in the overall teams. You see Track Design Racing TDR leading the championship, and Clockwork Motorsport and ERF Racing P2 and P3. And then we have a look at the drivers individuals with Philo leading, but Philo won't be available for this round. So it's all up for grabs for Eric's Chavi to grab that title. And I think it's time to jump right into the lobby, where we should see the drivers warming up for the first part of the quali. And then let's get those overlays ready, and we should be good to go to start qualifying. So we have 10 drivers, 10 teams signed up for that final round. So unfortunately, 4 teams are missing for this one, but nevertheless should be a great race here at Laguna Seca for the California 8 Hours, and qualifying is underway. So we have 15 minutes now for the drivers to set their lap times, and then the top 7 will advance into the second part of the qualifying with that Super Pole, that all important to decide who starts on pole position. On track we see Jay Lee for GT Finland Racers. They changed their car, dumped the BMW M6 and decided to go for the Lamborghini Huracan for the final round of the season. Maybe testing something for next season, who knows. And Xavi in that Ferrari 458 Italia GT3. We have a fresh for Tavanello Racing in that Audi R8. And the second entry for GT Finland Racers, the 67 car, also in a Lamborghini. Dylan for CLR Ray Racing in another Audi R8. We have GT Racer for Clockwork Motorsports. Beeping. Sorry. Their seat in that BMW, by the looks. We have Shadow for the second CLR Ray Racing entry, AMG. Christina for VEZ. Team number 1 in their rusty Nissan GTR. Resistance in the sister car. And then we have for TDR, we have Speed Hunter. That number 5 AMG, lovely throwback livery, D2, the good old days in racing, 90s. Yeah, top 10 would be awesome, right? If you get that, let's go. Alright, so drivers coming around. The first timed lap of that session. So in warm-up we saw low 1 minute 20s. And that's a good start for Chili and also for Chavi. 20.3, 20.5. Set in the pace early crash with a 21.7. GT Racer at 21.2. So I guess you should be recording a 1 minute 20 to get into the top 7 Super Pro in the end. But hey, what do I know? I'm just sitting here and talking like if I could race as quick as those guys. So yeah, currently the top 7 time is a 1:21.7. But I'm pretty sure that Travis will go quicker. So we started on 25 liters initial fuel, so not much of fuel. And it's the racing soft tires for the drivers. Dylan had a not the best run so far, decides to go for another one. Still P7, now it's Snowman at 21.4, so the lap times are coming down for that top 7. Still roughly a second to resistance in P8 at the moment. I'm pretty sure that Dylan is capable of running 1 minute 20s for the session. At 29 should be good to get probably into the top 7 by the looks. But yeah, Laguna Seca, I mean, it's you have to get into a rhythm and trust your car to go quick. The sand left and right on that track. You don't want to touch it, you don't want to go off track at any time, so it's not a long lap, but not the easiest track to do, that's for sure. So let's see, Xavi improved that time to a 20.1, so we go a little bit on board and with Eric's team, that Ferrari. Double Apex G1, then approaching the middle sector. Oh, purple, this could be a 1 minute 19 happening. Let's see about that. Yeah, Pastina up to P3 in that GTR. Oh, that's a bit wide for Xavi. He was pushing, so that won't be the purple lap. That left kick, so tricky. Don't wanna hit that inside sausage curb. And now approaching the famous corkscrew entry, left, right, downhill we go. Lost a couple of tenths there with that little mistake, but easy to touch the outside. So P7 still Snowman for GT Finland racers in that 67 Lambo, and he's off the track. Won't be improving on that resistance, currently sitting in P8 for the second VZ team. And here we go, Dylan up to P3, so with a 20.9, just ahead of Christina with a 21.0. Speed Hunter currently sitting in P5, also with a 21.0. Fresh at 21.1. So it is GT Racer for Clockwork Motorsports now on that hot seat. P7 at 21.1. Speed Hunter up to P2 with a 20.3. It should book them a spot in that Super Pro session coming up in a couple of minutes. So nearly 8 minutes in, 7 minutes to go for this first part of the qualifying session. So can GT Racer keep that P7 for CWM. That is the question, or can Snowman or even Resistance go quicker? Resistance, they need to find, let's see, a 21.8. GT Racer 21.8, so 7 tenths nearly for Resistance to find Snowman. 3.5 tenths. That's a fresh improved that time for Tavanello Racing. So they're up to P4, so that's a good lap time, 20.79. Dylan in P5 with a 20.9 might be enough to get into the Super Pole. Pretty sure there's more time in that R8. Snowman improved that lap time, getting closer. But still more than 3 tenths to find somewhere on this track. Resistance now with a good first sector personal best, nearly 4 tenths up. Let's see, and keep that pace. That looks solid and smooth. Now the King, don't be too slow. Downshifting 2 gears into third. That looked okay, probably not the quickest time. But now braking for the corkscrew. That GTR should be quite stable through that one. Lost a little bit, but still up, and gets himself a penalty. They cut that inside a bit too much by the looks. Oh, that's unlucky. So drivers are preparing for their second hot lap runs by the looks. Xavi, Speed Hunter, Jay Lee, top 3, then Fresh in P4, Dylan P5, Snowman up to P6, Pastina in P7, so Pastina just 1 tenth, no, it was just the delta was a bit outdated, so Pastina still in P4. So with all those drivers pitting, we have a little bit of a delay in that timing tower on the left hand side, so please excuse me. But now Dylan and Snowman, that is close, both with a 20.9 currently, and GT Racer are sitting on the outside with this 21.1, so 1.5 tenths for GT Racer to get them into the top 7. Resistance, oh, 1 second penalty, so adding up those penalties doesn't really help. And Shadow with a 21.9 currently at the back of the grid so far. Still a couple of minutes left to improve on that lap time. Don't think this will be the improvement. Getting ready. Now tires still looking okay. Fuel quite low, but that's how you want to run it now. 3.5 minutes to go in this session, so it's still P7 for Snowman at the moment. The 67 GT Finland Racers Lamborghini Huracan GT3. Oh, a good first sector for that Lamborghini. A bit more time would be beneficial, I think. It is quite close between Dylan, Snowman and GT Racer at the moment. And deciding stages of that first qualifying session now. Place that corkscrew looked tidy, but was it quick? That is the question. Jay Lee with a 20.0 showing the pace of that Lamborghini. Challenging Xavi there for pole position. We saw 4 tenths up for Snowman, so this could be a big improvement for the 67. Wade gets a little bit of a toe as well, and it's a 20.2 P3 for the Finnish driver. That should get them well into the Super Pole. At that time, don't see the time being at any risk. So Dylan now on that hot seat. 20.9. The warm-up, I saw him doing a 20.6. So it is doable, it is possible in that Audi. It probably comes down to Dylan versus GT Racer. Whereas GT Racer is a bit behind, so we stay with Dylan. We saw him improving a little bit on that first sector, touches that sand on the outside, but probably stayed on the throttle. And heading downhill again. We'll see the next, no, 2/10 down. So this won't be the lap, then it's one more chance for Dylan. And or maybe it is just enough to stay inside the top 7. Oh, cars ahead. Gained a little bit in that final sector. What about GT Racer comes around? 19, 20 point. Oh, 21.0. It's, you need to have that 20.9 to get into the top 7. So 0.12, that gap between Dylan and GT Racer. It is 20 seconds in that qualifying session number 1. Oh, and GT Racer up a little bit. This could be the lap. Oh, touches that sand on the outside. Maybe loses that small cushion yet. Again, we wait. We'll wiggle and he spins and he's out. No, GT Racer lost it. He won't be improving on that lap. Dylan will be happy that there is no threat incoming, and we see that 19.9 for Xavi. I mean, the Dylan also didn't have the cleanest run on that final decisive lap, but could be lucky. What about resistance? 18, 19, 21. No, that's too slow to get into the top 7. Still a personal best for resistance. So P9 and Shadow in P10. So we have Xavi going quicker. Oh, nearly. Xavi, J. Lee, Snowbell, Pistina, Speed Hunter, Rash, and Dylan. Our top 7 drivers to advance to Super Pole quali in a couple of minutes. And in P8 we have GT Racer, Resistance in P9 for BZ, and Shadow for Sila Ray Racing G. Right, so that's the official qualifying result after the session with the times, with Xavi that 19.9 for Eric's Racing and GT Finland Racers, 66 car with Jaylee, 2 Snowman, that's sister car in P3, Cena then for V Sun, GTR P4, Speed Hunter in that AMG for TDR and P5, Crash at R8 for Tabanero Racing, 6 and Dylan CLR Racing go through Super Pole. All right. Then wait for the room to be reset. So a couple of minutes. And so while we can probably have a little look at our spotter's guide for the race. So again, lovely job by Mr. T himself. See the 10 cars for this event. The number 5, AMG. Number 6, Audi R8. 11, it's that Ferrari. Number 12, another R8. 16, GTR. 32, AMG. 6 BMW 61, another GTR on the grid, and then the two Finnish drivers 66 and 67s, both in that Lamborghini Huracan. So, while and saw that top 7 now, they will get ready for Super Pole. It will be a double check, but I think it's a 10-minute session. Yeah, 10-minute for Super Pole this time around. Oh, okay. So I had some insights from Team CLR Ray Racing. Their quickest driver for the weekend, unable to enter qualifying. But there were also some 19s happening for that Audi R8 CLR Ray Racing. See, but yeah, definitely times out of reach for probably the majority of the grid, so not that easy. Looks like no, I don't want to enter. Oopsie. I just want to hit the track, of course, in spectate mode. See, so 7 drivers left for Super Pole. Let's go! Looks like pole should be decided between Xavi and Shaylee. Who can claim the second row? Will it be Snowman? Will it be Christina? Will it be Speed Hunter? Outside chance for the Audi R8s with Fresh and Villain. Well, let's find out. Session should start now, any second. So 10 minutes. It's probably 6 to 7 timed laps. Or like 6 maybe. We'll see. Will the drivers go for a pit stop? Put on some fresh rubber? Or will they just stick with the softs they get now coming out of the pits? The tire wear shouldn't be that bad, I think. And probably the time you lose it going into the pits and driving out of it again. So Jaylee, first car on track, followed by his teammate Snowman. And it's Xavi for RX Racing. Oh, aggressive outlap, wants to get past the Finnish driver. But they're racing on the outlap, so we'll see. Xavi decides to back out, gives himself a little gap. Oh, still. And Snowman playing wingman already on that outlap. I think now positions, yeah, sorted now. So Jaylee, Snowman, Xavi, Fresh, Speed Hunter, Christina. Oh, a little bit of a traffic jam happening. And let's go, Jaylee, we go on board on that Lamborghini. Coming into the first heavy braking zone. Double left-hander. second gear exit. Again, 90-degree right-hand turn. Don't touch that inside curve, that sausage too much. Third gear throughout. The right-hander now. That banked corner. Third gear early on, the power, don't run too wide. A bit of a wiggle. Now two board, brake, fourth gear. Carry the speed. Yeah, that was decent. And now just before the start of that little crest into the corkscrew, and that was too late, definitely. That won't be the pole position time with that mistake heading into the corkscrew. But we'll stay with Chile now after the three board into the final turn. Early on the power again. You can use that green runoff area. And now it's go, go, go. So a 21.6 for Chile. What about Snowman? 21.1. Where's Xavi? A 20.3. P1 for now. Here comes Fresh with a 21.5. Speed Hunter 22.3. Christina up to P2 with a 0.9. And where's Dylan? A 21.9. So maybe some of the drivers taking it a bit easy on that first lap. So it's 3.5 minutes in, so that means 6.5 minutes to go. We'll see what Speed Hunter can do for TDR Racing. They're leading the team's championship. But they also have just one car instead of the usual two cars entered for that race. And Speed Hunter, oh, loses that rear, spins the car. Unlucky a little bit of that sand, so Xavi. Now a 21.0.000. What a lap time, ladies and gentlemen. Come on. This needs to be pole time. It is such a nice little lap. Chile then the 20.6 in P2 Snowman. Basically the same lap time in P3. Fresh is still sitting in P4, but that Audi R8 is a beast in that first sector by the looks. 1.2 times up. But I guess the Ferrari comes to life through that middle sector, the final sector. We'll see if Fresh can improve. That was a bit too wide probably on the exit. If you see dust, that's usually not a good indicator. And we see down on his personal best. What about Pastina? He is definitely up on his time. Could maybe promote him into the second row before P3 up for grabs with that lap. So he comes around that final turn, gets a good exit. Should get a sub 21. Here we go. P4 for Pastina. Fresh down to P5 for Dylan. In P7 with a 21.1 and Speed Hunter, but that AMG into the second row with a 20.6 for now. So what about Xavi? Xavi pitted. Okay, fresh tires. Let's see, Chile is a little bit down. Improve through that middle sector, so he might see a little improvement, but won't be enough probably to challenge Xavi for that pole. It's just over 2 minutes to go, Super Pole. Whoa, what a mighty final sector! Was nearly too soon for me. That is close between Xavi and Jay Lee. 20.045 versus 0.00. That is very, very close. Speed Hunter in P3. Still, and Festina moved up to P3 with a 0.59. And here we go, Speed Hunter with the return. 4.6, so Speed Hunter and Festina second row, currently Snowman P5 third row with Fresh in that R8. And what about Dylan at 21.1? Getting out of the way. 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Basically 2 laps for the drivers. Now, depending on the track, of course it is so. We have RX Xavi with that 20.000 dead, and with really dead, still holding on to that E1 at the moment. Gets a little drift into that corkscrew entry. 4 tenths down, so you won't be improving. Jaylee now started the penultimate lap. Speed Hunter comes across. Festina improved again, but couldn't get past Speed Hunter. That lap, Speed Hunter with a 0.3, getting closer to the top 2. Still roughly 3 tenths to gain. So Speed Hunter P3, Festina P4. Snowman still in P5. It's also very close between Snowman and Fresh, who will stay with the Italian driver in that R8. We see an improvement. Final minute of Super Pole has arrived. So it's now or never. And also a bit wide again on that exit. Oof. I have to wait for that second let time. Get up. We saw Jaylee got a massive final sector, so maybe that Lamborghini is good. After the corkscrew towards the start finish, we will stay with Fresh, of course. He will be able to get in one more lap. Didn't improve on that. So Festina improved again, but couldn't get past Speed Hunter. It's ever so close. Dylan finally got into the 20s with a 20.9 as the final lap. Timed that to perfection with that final lap. So Xavi finished the qualifying session. Not sure if it's okay to park the car there. Where's Jaylee? Where Speed Hunter? Oh, I see 2 tenths up. Oh, still Jaylee up maybe to get pole position. It would be really close. For now, final turn. Oh, that looked good. That looked good. Might be a small improvement. Will it be pole position for Jaylee? No. Wasn't good enough, so good. Great qualifying though. Speed Hunter P3. Snowman got up to P4. How close can it be between Speed Hunter, Snowman and Festina? We say yes. Also, so Speed Hunter will he improve? Could be. No. Won't be. Snowman in 4th. Festina P5 Fresh finished at qualifying in P6. And what about Dylan? No risk too much on that final lap by the looks. Got an off track somewhere, so that's the qualifying. The Super Pole. the race tomorrow. Move those. So we have Gabi pole position with that perfect lap time. Thank you for that. That looks so good. JD, it's also so close between the top two, separating basically nothing. And then the next speed hunters, Snowman and Pastina, all within the same 10th, 0.3. Bash in P6 and Dylan P7 in Audi R8. All right. That's your top 7. And I think that concludes the qualifying session for today. We will be back live tomorrow. Race starts at 11 o'clock GMT. That's AM, if you're wondering. So in Central Europe, it's lunchtime. So what a way to get this 8 hours underway. So yeah, I guess that's it for today. Hope to see you tomorrow, and have a nice evening, afternoon, wherever you are, and see you soon.